Good evening, happy spring, official summer for everybody. This is take 6 or 7 for my spring update. I've tried multiple times to get a good video done, but either I didn't have the camera set up right, or the audio wasn't sounding right, or there was too much wind. All kinds of trouble. But hopefully this one's coming out great and I'll be able to put this one up, and I'll post some footage from the other rides as well. So, for introductions, I am Jack. I am the Fat Cyclist, and I do these videos to chronicle my progress in long distance riding, camping, and getting more fit. And I also like to do reviews of the equipment that I use, because there's not many reviewers out there that are of a heavier weight. When I started this last year, I was weighing 360 pounds. Right now, I'm under 290. Back in October, I started doing a ketogenic diet, and cutting out the carbs has resulted in me losing 30 pounds as of the beginning of December. Starting out at over 350, I'm now at around 320. So I may not be as fat of a cyclist anymore, but I definitely still have some extra pounds on me. A lot of extra girth. And my BMI still says I am obese, if not morbidly obese anymore. And it feels great. I've got more energy. Cycling is a lot easier. The weight loss I've had since October, I can attribute to starting the ketogenic diet, which is a diet that consists of reducing your carbs. And when I started that in October, the pounds just started coming off real fast. And it feels great. And having gotten myself fat adapted through that, it's going to make my long distance cycling this summer more efficient, because burning off of fat is cleaner and better for the body than burning off of carbs. And when it comes to fueling, I'm not going to be fueling off of Gatorade or super cloyingly sweet gels. I can fuel off of jerky, meat sticks, nut butters, as long as it's clean and good ingredients, fueling my body with better stuff. As for the riding that I have planned this year, I don't know, it's kind of up in the air at this point. Originally, back in January, I signed up for 2 Michigan rides. I signed up for the Palm Pedal Across Lower Michigan, which is happening in late June. They have canceled this year's ride, and my registration has been pushed to next year's. I also signed up for the Delmac, Dick Allen Lansing to Mackinac ride, which happens early September. But in a few weeks, we're going to find out if they're going to have a go, no-go on that. I'm guessing with the way that the hysteria is going, it's probably not going to happen this year either. I'm also signed up for the Tour de Cure for the American Diabetes Association again this year. That is supposed to be happening at the end of August. Instead of being an official group ride, it has become a virtual ride. So everybody does rides by themselves and posts their ride online. But I am still going to do my best, raise as much money as I can. You'll see a link in the description below where you can do a donation to the American Diabetes Association on my behalf and help me support my ride. Past 2 years, I've raised $500 for both years. I feel really good about that. So I don't know what I'm going to be getting in, but campgrounds are still going to be open, so I am going to get out and do as much solo, self-supported riding as I can. Make some videos, review some of my gear, and otherwise just get out there and have fun. Right now, as to the condition of my trike, well, right now I'm out here on a different trike. Same model, Xero Trike Rover. This one's my wife's because, well, I busted the shifter on mine and I have to wait for parts to come in and fix it up. But I'm not letting that stop me from riding, so I'm still out here riding. Unfortunately, what I did not get done before the craziness started was realize that my frame was cracked. And what I mean by a cracked frame is you will see that here. And that crack in my frame threw my wheel alignment off so that my front tires were wearing out far faster than they should be, and I wound up with this one day. And that's when I found out about the crack. Unfortunately, at that point, our local bike shops were all shut up tight, but Xero Trike has a wonderful warranty for their first-time owners, and they shipped me a new bow with new hub mounts, and thankfully I'm savvy enough that I was able to do the replacement all by myself, and even did a few other upgrades while I was at it. One of the big upgrades that I did to my trike this year is I got some Pedaling Innovations Catalyst ultra wide pedals. While I don't have them on this trike, I did take some footage of them on my trike. For many years I've used either SPD or more recently Egg Beater Crank Brothers style pedals. And of course very tight-fitting shoes to go with it. However, try as I might, I have never found a SPD compatible shoe that was actually comfortable for a long haul ride. Always the hard connection between the ball of my foot and the pedal would cause pain and numbness in the front part of my foot. And the shoes being so narrow made me crushing my toes as well. And my feet were not happy campers at the end of a long day. So now, instead of those overcomplicated shoes, I have on my feet a pair of Xero Shoes, minimalist shoes, which are ultralight, thin-soled, flexible, wide toe box, so that they are extremely comfortable. Now, under normal conditions, a shoe this thin, light, and flexible wouldn't be good for putting onto standard cycling pedals. Which is why I also got Pedaling Innovations Catalyst pedals. These pedals are about a centimeter longer than the largest platform pedals you can find. And what that does is it puts them in a position that the front edge of the pedal is at the ball of my foot and the back edge is at the ball of my heel. And this position supports the foot no matter how much pressure I put on it. You'll also notice with these that the spindle of the pedal is not at the ball of my foot like it would be if I was using a standard platform. You'd expect my foot to be back here. But instead I'm up here, and that puts a considerably smaller strain on my calves. It means that my calves don't have to push as hard to hold my foot at that 90 degree. In fact, the calf hardly has to work at all at this point. Which means more of my leg pedaling effort is able to go into my thighs and actually turning the pedals instead of just maintaining my foot position. And the first time I rode on these, I felt a significant increase in my power output. It felt like an entirely new cycle. Granted, you can't pull up like you can with a clipless pedal design, but the grip lugs on the Catalyst work really well enough that I can put a little bit of lateral motion into the pedal stroke if I feel I need just that little bit extra more. But mostly I just use that to smooth out the pedal stroke a little bit. Instead of having 2 pulses, I can have just a little bit more of a constant power out. But they've been a wonderful upgrade. Highly recommend it to anyone who's just not happy with the very, very tight clipless shoes that are available. I just have had no luck in finding something that fits comfortably. So I hope the audio comes out clearly on this one. If it doesn't, I'll just do a video sitting still to finally get some clean audio. But for the rest, be safe out there, avoid the virus that shall not be named, and above all, have fun. Great summer.